everyone, it's Sajedene here, and it's time for a very late but much needed 2018 recap vlog slash what's gonna be happening for me in 2019. I'm not a psychic, so I actually don't 100% know, but I do have plans, which is what we're gonna go over in this video. I made my notes so that I don't ramble on too much because I do tend to do that. And then I will be getting, and I'm also dolled up because, we're recording a video, we'll be streaming, monkey starving, but that's besides the point. See, I'm already rambling. All right. So I guess we're going to start with the beginning of 2018. We had Captain's Draft. And that was a long time ago now, it feels like. I keep getting reminders on my social media of, oh, this time last year was Captain's Draft. I'm going to use the quote that Sunsfan stole from me that he used in his vlog. What the heck, cat? Stop. What are you doing? Sorry. My cat monkey, it's actually so hot. I'm wearing this so I don't get like a bunch of boob comments in the chat or in the video, but I guess that's always gonna happen. What was I saying? Yeah, so I'm gonna use the quote that he technically borrowed from me. Captain's Draft Land was the best and worst experience of my life. It was amazing that Shannon and I were able to pull that off pretty much as a two-man operation. Sometimes it felt like one man for me, like doing all of that, but we did it. And despite all of the hardships, I would say it was pretty successful. And it's nice to say that, like, yeah, guys, I did a LAN that a few thousand people attended, and it was nice and it was fun and it was good, but at the same time it was very stressful. Really dinged us financially, and I don't know if I would ever want to do it again. Maybe if I got paid more. To be realistic in that sense, esport doesn't pay, so I mean, I enjoyed it after the fact. I was, not gonna lie, pretty miserable during the time up until you see the final product. And then once you see it, you're like, oh, I made this. And that was nice. So that was good. It was definitely a roller coaster. Trying to find sponsorships for the next one, I mean, we're open. I don't know. I doubt that we will be doing another Captain's Draft this year, or I wouldn't say anytime soon. It kind of just depends on the logistics of it. I think Shannon and I overall kind of talked about it, that the amount of work that we put in versus what we got back out of it, I don't know if it was really worth it. So we'll see. I think the door's not ever closed in that end, but at the same time, I don't know what can be done to make us like want to put in like literally half, like 6+ months of work like into that again. So we'll see. Not to make it so grim, but I just kind of like wanted to be transparent in that. And as far as like people asking like, oh, what are you guys gonna do another LAN, like it's the only LAN that we were like able to attend in the US, not even TI, I guess, like last year. So yeah, I guess like we'll see. And then another fun update that or another thing that I was doing, or that I've been doing last year that I was pretty happy with, is that I was very consistent with the streaming schedule that I made for myself. It wasn't much. It was twice a week, barring like any actual like travel and me getting sick. I felt like I was pretty consistent with keeping to that schedule. You know, we did like a lot of like great stuff. Like last year we had our Santa Sag at the end of the year, where, you know, like we did like a bunch of giveaways. We had our Layers of Fear stream and my birthday stream, that we're, you know, and again, like a bunch of giveaways, like just for fun stuff like that. So I thought that was really cool that we got to do that. And that's definitely out of my comfort zone, playing like a scary game, but I think you guys definitely enjoyed watching me do that. I don't know what scary game I'll be able to play this year. We'll have to think about it. I should probably finish Layers of Fear, but I kind of uninstalled it because I got very scared the last time we played. So yeah, maybe I can just start over. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Another fun thing that I did is that, you know, we represented Make-A-Wish at TwitchCon. I thought that was like really fun. Something I've never done before. And I definitely am looking forward to do something more like that this year on my stream, either like working more with Make-A-Wish to do like a charity stream, or another, like maybe I need to find like the logistics of it because I don't think they're on Tiltify, but there's another charity that's like near and dear to me that, you know, like it involves like special needs and autism and all that. So I'll definitely like explore that route and I will keep you guys posted. But that's as far as like my streaming stuff is concerned. And then we've been doing movie nights, subscriber movie nights, like almost like every month. Like we have had, I'm gonna look here. Yeah, we had 7 months, seven sub movie nights when we first started. So that was really fun. And we had like some really fun movies and some really fun experiences. So shout out to my subs, you know, for being a part of that. And I know one of the biggest issues that I'm trying to figure out how to pull off for sub movie night is time zones, as far as people that don't share a similar US time zone with me to be able to participate with that. So we'll see, and I'm open to ideas if you guys have any, as far as like how other people do that or what like a good idea to pull that off would be. So let me know. Let's see, YouTube. I have YouTube written on here. Well, that's a rough one. Other than this video, this vlog that I'm making, I just don't know what to do with YouTube. There's definitely a lot of work involved putting out videos, even like gameplay highlights for my stream, which is what I've kind of been doing for what is essentially like very little payoff. Not even financially payoff, it's just like payoff and like, you know, like views or you know, like attention to it and like feedback from it. It's just not the same as what it used to be. I'm not saying I'm giving up on YouTube, but at the same time, I just don't feel like the amount of work I put in, because it takes a freaking day to edit a video to put up. You know, it's not like I do all my editing, in case you guys didn't know. Like it takes a while, and then for what? So I don't want to necessarily say I want to make like more low effort content, but maybe like I would, and like I like doing something like this is much more enjoyable to like make and edit versus, you know, trying to find like a good game or a good, you know, highlight to put up and then putting it out there for what, I don't know. So maybe I might transition my YouTube to just more of like random vlogs here and there. I mean, I'll be doing like my other like content that I had planned, like the esports like 101 stuff. Maybe I'll do like a Q&A. I want to do like a room tour if I ever like fix up my room. So yeah, like I guess it's kind of like this one is more up in the air as far as like what my plans are for the year on this one. And then I wrote life as an update here, as last year was quite a, you know, just had a lot of stuff happen. We had a death in the family, and then at the same time, you know, like you have like family members that were getting married. So there's a lot of like highs and a lot of like really low lows. And it really put into perspective for me that life is so short. You know, and me doing things that I don't I'm not passionate about, or I don't enjoy, or I mean, and it sounds super shallow, or isn't even like financially viable, isn't like paying me shit. Like, why am I doing this? If I'm gonna do something that's not paying me, I should be doing something that I love, right? So all of like that stuff that's happened this year really put that stuff into perspective for Shannon and I. Um, so I don't know if like you've noticed like where we've kind of transitioned into do what you love, and I'm gonna be trying to probably take that risk more this year. I've told myself almost like 3 years now that I would love to focus more on my creative side and on my art. And I never get to do that. Every time I get put in a position of taking care of or doing like work for like other people that does very little in return for me. And man, like doing stuff where, where like, it just like doesn't feel like as rewarding or as fulfilling, like all of like the ungrateful like stuff that like you behind the scenes stuff that I do. Well, everybody's like, oh my god, that's so awesome, and I would love to do that. It doesn't fuel that fire for me, at least not anymore. So I'm gonna be looking towards focusing more on some of my creative stuff, and that I kind of did that last year with streaming and Twitch. Like for me, that's something that I love and enjoy. And it doesn't matter to me if I have 5 viewers or 5,000 or whatever. I enjoy that creative outlet of it. I enjoy, playing and hanging out with people and talking to you guys. So I'm definitely going to do that. And I guess it kind of translates to the YouTube stuff too, as far as like me doing this and enjoying this versus trying to find like content and whatnot. But I mean, I do have like content plans for YouTube, so more fun stuff I think is what I want to do. Fun. And then as far as the art stuff, I definitely like want to focus on that way more than I ever did. I always had that be a backseat to everything else that I've done. I've never tried to prioritize it or make anything out of it. So that's what I want to do this year, is that I want to do something with my art, whether it be just, making more art, making more content to sell, trying to get into the workshop more, updating my store, which I made and then neglected. And I'm like, man, I need to work on that more, because I was getting some like passive income from it. And I'm like, man, can you imagine if I actually like put 120% into all of this stuff? Like, what could I do with it? And if nothing happens, it's scary. That's the biggest part for me, is like, it's scary. But at the same time, at least I can say that I did it and I tried. And I went out of my way to do something and try something that I truly, truly am passionate about, versus always just like leaving it in like the backs, in the back of like the back burner, whatever like freaking saying we can use on that. So yeah, that's gonna be the journey that I'm going to be trying to take this year. I will also be, as far as like the art stuff and the streaming stuff, I'm looking to up my streaming schedule or my stream days to 3 days a week. And one of them is going to be definitely just like one day this is devoted to like creative/art streams. So that should be fun. I'm looking forward to creating like more stuff, like, and I hope that you guys can enjoy and be along for that ride too. And I really do appreciate like all of you guys who've been here with me for how many years now, supporting whatever endeavors that I try to do along the way. And it really does mean a lot to me, and I do try to find ways to give back to you guys as much as I can. But otherwise, just know Sag hearts and loves to all of you, and I hope that this year can be as fulfilling and as productive for everybody. And it's like, and let's just like do our best. Gambarimasu, right? All right. Well, that's it for this vlog. I'll try to do more. Okay? I gotta go get ready for stream now, and much love.